What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Golem Overlord content today. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys. Well, I want to talk about an offensive-only strategy, which I find to be interesting, and I'm not quite sure why it's being done, but I have a feeling I'm going to end up adopting it for a very specific reason here. I'm not saying that this is the best way forward, but the person that I'm talking about is actually Yixin. And you can see here is Yixin, or at least one of the main accounts that Yixin has. And you can see how many battles they've done, claimable stash. But more importantly, this is what I'm talking about. On a power level, they're at 35 or 30 plus 5. Fortification, 1. They don't even care, or he doesn't even care, right? And then you got your faith level at 15. So I don't quite know the reason. I don't know the exact reason why Yixin would be doing this, but my guess, or at least why I think it would be something relevant for someone like me is, look, as a content creator, I'm getting attacked a lot. A lot of people just reach out to me and they're just like, hey, I attacked you in Golem Overlord, or I'm going to attack you in Golem Overlord. So I get it, right? I get to be a little bit more of a target. People know me. And so I would say I'm probably getting attacked more than your average Joe, right? So when I think about this, I'm just like, well, that's actually a brilliant strategy, because if people are going to attack me, I really shouldn't have anything for them to get. What I should then do is just focus completely on power, so that I can go through and right before I'm about to claim, I can do a couple of battles, and the higher my power level is, I can go for those larger fish and then focus on immediately claiming that as soon as I'm done. Now, again, I don't know if this is why Yixin went for this specific strategy, but I do think it is something that I'm going to adopt rather than being a little bit more all around. Just because, like I said, I'm getting attacked like crazy. So my thought process here, obviously, I can't roll anything back, but moving forward, I'm going to try this where I just focus in on power. I don't worry about algorithm. I don't worry about golem charging station, and I just try to level up my power as quickly as possible and focus on doing that as a way to to rise up the ranks. Because you can see here that Yixin is at number 13, and there's somebody right below, Nightmare-Fuel, who has a similar strategy where they're just focused on power level of 27, fortification level of 1. Now, here's the thing: the ranking shouldn't really matter, because your ranking is really just based on how much part you've burned. So Yixin and Nightmare-Fuel could have easily just gone onto the market, bought a ton, and bought a ton of part and then burned it, right? So it's not like they grew the account organically, but it is interesting to know, right? And if we go here to let's see, let me go ahead and remove the filters, or we'll just start over. So here we go. If we just remove all of the filters, I'm just curious to see from an attack or power perspective. Yeah, so Yixin is right there at the top. So not focusing on anything else is just focusing on that is at number 13 overall, has a higher power than even the top player, right? Angry Chipmunk. So ultimately, it's an interesting thought experiment that I think I'm actually going to put into action. And wow, Yabamat is at number 6 now. This is crazy. Oh, and he is all around too. Look at that, 26, 27, 26. Okay, so I just wanted to share what Yixin was doing, at least with this account. And yeah, ultimately, I feel as though it's gonna be something that I end up doing just to try and see how it goes. Now, I'm curious if I wanted to attack. Oh, I'm too terrified to attack Angry Chipmunk. I wonder how many people would just throw battles away, hoping to get a lottery chance if that happened. Let's see who else has a high amount here. I wonder. Okay, I'll have to go and do a little research into what the differences are. But I think I'm going to switch from all around into a little bit more of an offensive-minded team. And you can see here that I can actually probably start doing that right now. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Number 11 or 11 part. Here we go. I'm going to get my power to number 5, and we're going to have fun. So let me know what your strategy has been, or what your strategies have been, if things have changed over time for you. Again, I started off wanting to get my fortification to level 5, which is fine, because I think ultimately that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. But now I'm not as focused on getting the fortification up. And along with that, I'm not as focused on then getting algorithm and golem charging up, because it doesn't, if I'm more worried about gathering the parts rather than if I'm more worried about scavenging the parts, then I have to be then I would have to be much more defensive minded. Whereas now, instead of focusing on scavenging and defense, I can just focus on offense. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. That is all I have for you in this video. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.